Hello, good morning. Hi, Jov. Hi, Matrix. Hi, Korean. Clay has been on the road. Clay has been playing Kingdom Hearts badly. But hi, how are we? How are we doing? Did Clay go for Jojima? No, I did not. We're playing some Broken Lens today, but I actually didn't start the game up yet because it's been a while since we've seen the like cutscene for it. So I thought we could spend some time like looking at the intro because the intro is actually really cool. Spotted, exactly, spotted. See, the intro is actually really cute. Very serious. Right? Look how intense it is, bro. This is it's intense, okay? That's what this game is about. But yes, at this point Clay streams are like a daily. I only played daily because I couldn't clear that stupid boss, which when I took a short time to go off and, well, grind some levels, we cleared in like 2 minutes. So I am mad. I am mad, and you know what? I'm gonna put I hate Terra in my tags just because I'm salty. I'm so salty. Hate Terra. But yeah, that's basically it. But yes, welcome. Claycast, Claypot sounds like a normal clay pot. But anyways, yes, happy Monday. How are we doing? Hi, Lenny. We are having a nice chill time playing Broken Lens, and this time I will not forget to turn on integration right from the start. There we go. So we know what's going on. You wouldn't want to listen to Clay every day anyway, because then it would no longer be cool. You know what I mean? Things are only nice if we don't do. And anyways, I'm streaming today, but we won't be streaming for the rest of the week until maybe Friday because we have a badminton. There's another tournament this Saturday, which I plan to do significantly better in. So it is what it is. You got a smooth voice. You should have heard the two Broken Lens streams ago when we were sick. And it was basically like ASMR but in a negative way. So I can do it. Go smash the ball. I'll smash you. No, wait. Yes, I will smash the ball. I will smash every ball. I hug smash. Me smash now. Clip, no clip. You struggle to match the face to the voice. That's exactly what the Singaporean streamer gang said when I turned up, and they're like, "Who the frick are you?" And I'm like, "Shut up, bro." But it do be like that. It's my presentation voice. It's the voice that Singaporeans use when they try to speak proper English. So it is what it is. But anyways, back right into the game. What is this game about? It's a very cute little spot the difference game. Can claim Alien Clay. I try my best to set the difference right. And we're in the second to last biome, so we've done like 1, 2, 3, 4 biomes. We're in biome number 5. So I'm thinking each biome will hopefully be like a stream or so. But anyways, right back into it. I'm gonna open my eyeballs. By the way, Clay has, oh yeah, so the missing big piece. Fine. What missing big piece? What missing big piece? Does Clay want badminton racket? Yes, but I have too many. But yes, the answer will always be yes. It's not even a question. You see the thing in the middle? Oh, this one? I don't know what is this one still. I really don't. 你要 used one? Why are you giving out rackets, Juliet? Are you a racket wholesaler? Can I have Leaning Wingstorm 72, but I want the 2nd edition white and gold. Thank you. I have a request. It's my favorite. You spotted the paper. Oh, I spotted the paper right here. Paper. Why so specific? Because that's my favorite record case. Okay, so we'll do this decoding thing after we find everything for here, because I'm not ready to go and do some decoding. I want to do some spot difference. Anything that's hit heavy, exactly. Nitrix knows what's up. Hit heavy records generate the power. That is correct. That is correct. You have unused Yonex ones? Do you have a very specific model called Yonex Glance that went out of production like 3 or 4 years ago? I've very specific requirements. No, but I have so many records. I would love more, but I don't think I can take more. For reference, okay, guess how many records Clay has. And just to be clear, I do not dual wield my records. I hold one record at a time, like, just to be clear. The Clay becomes Zora, exactly. I knew that's what you're gonna say. No. Just to be clear, I do not bite my records. That's very nasty. 9? Wait, what? How do you know? I do have 9. I do have 9, and that's a little bit too many. What? Have I said this before? How do you know I have 9? Madness. I feel exposed. Are you counting my records? But yes, okay, so right off the bat, we're gonna go look from the top. While not zoomed in, we're gonna look to see if we can find any differences right off the bat, off the surface. There is a spotted where? There's not much differences I can see from the surface, actually. You have 10? You have 10? You have 10? Where? Spotted where? What? Why do you have 10? How often do you play badminton? Now I'm feeling competitive. Gonna lurk? Okay, have a good lurk. One of the lighting. Hey, look at this. This stick is longer and shorter. How dare you? You think I will not notice? I will. Upside down. Upside down, inside out. Oh! Lightning. Yes, I see it. Alright. Now we have made one circle. We zoom in to see if we can spot more differences. There's actually 5 more differences, so this level is actually not that easy. Electro Hall. I don't really hear much BGM for this stage though. How come? Why is this epic music? Yes, why is this stage so silent? How interesting. I didn't turn off the BGM, did I? No, I didn't. BGM's right here. Huh. Why is this stage so silent? How strange. How very, very strange. Yay, back to chill game. Hi, cat. We are playing a nice chill game on a nice chill Monday. Normal clear experience. I hate Terra. Look at my tags. I put I hate Terra as my tags just because I'm omega salty. I'm so salty. I cannot be saltier. I am salted. I'm salted. Heck assaulted, you know. You win and you complain. Exactly. How dare he die in 2 minutes? Loser. After I spent 10 hours. No, I shouldn't have grind. I feel like I'm saving all my grinding and going back at it. This feels like a defeat. I won, but at what cost? My pride. But okay, never mind. We're playing a nice chill game today. Our what we did on the weekend has nothing to do with what we're doing now. By the way, I'm drinking Teh Peng Siu Dai, which is not very Siu Dai. My teeth are dying of diabetes. So I put in extra ice and I'm waiting for my ice to melt like right now. This is something weird here. It's a missing box. Okay. Why does this place not have... Pour water in. Yeah. I did. I just put more ice because I know the ice is gonna melt anyway. What is Teh Peng Siu Dai? It is tea, ice, less sugar. Yeah, that's right. Tea ice, less sugar. Le dipping shu dai. Huh. Huh. A difference here, you say? Ain't no way. What is so different about this thing? Oh! Extra leaves. Okay, okay. Le dipping siu dai. Exactly. Very fancy. Very fancy dipping. Okay, there's 3 more differences. Just 3. 3. You're suspicious. No. Ah, oui, exactly. How do I wait? I'm gonna count. How do you count 1 to 3 in French? 1, 2, 3 in French.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 3 differences. 3 differences. Wait. Merci. I love Merci is my favorite chocolate, just to say. If you guys know the Merci chocolate, me love Merci chocolate. Dun 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 dun. Sniff. Yeah, I'm sniffing because if you guys remember, I bought a little scented thing that was supposed to help with sinus, and Mama Clay kind of stole it because Mama Clay also has sinus. I got it from her, so she stole it. She was like, "Why you never buy one for me?" And then she took it away. So I'm back to not having a nice scent to hopefully cure my sinus. So yeah, win liao lor. I was like, okay, you win liao lor, you take ah. Yeah, so that's what happened. I cannot help it. She played a mother card. She hit me with the "I'm your mother." Oh, okay, you win. And then in typical, yeah, exactly. And in typical in typical fashion, you just go, okay lor, 你赢了咯. That's it. No, it's actually very funny because I think, like, as Singaporeans actually code switch a lot. Whereas it's obvious for some people and it's less obvious for other people, but I think for Clay it's actually quite obvious. Why can't I see anything? There are 3 more differences. Where? If you think she'll talk about exactly. Not me just waiting for the hint to pop up. How could that be? I know that there has to be something here because there's so many things going on here, but I've been staring at this and I don't see the difference. Please do not tell me something weird like the length of the branch. Okay. Elder wand hidden in some corner. What could it? Where are you? And not. Oh, I see. Look at this. This one has orange. This one has the dots. And this one doesn't. How dare. So sneaky. So small. So spotty. Alright, 2 more. Yeah, it's so small. Well, if they give me suspicious little orange dots in the background, it makes sense that we gotta count it. It does make sense. Don't get me wrong, it does make sense. Now I'm hyper-focused on all the little yellow balls. Let's get it started in here. Clay has been voiceless for so long that now that I am voiced, Clay wants to go karaoke. Now I feel like it's gonna be something weird, like one of these is just missing a dot. And usually I would complain about that because the difference is too small, but this is the kind of game where like even the dots are pretty obvious what the patterns are. What ASMR? We got over that phase. I'm not whispering no more. Yeah, actually it sucks. It sucks to whisper. Does this look suspicious? Does this look suspicious? This looks a little bit weird. Are you weird? Are you weird somehow? I feel like you would be weird. Oh no, you're the one with the different length rod. Okay. Sometimes it's not about the rod and sometimes it is. Aha! Look at this! This guy... Okay, it's kind of blocked by chat, but this guy has a fatter foot. And this one has a smaller foot. Ding. Wait. There we go. And one last one. If we're talking about people who have a good podcast voice, right? I think Jim has a good podcast voice. I feel like last time Jim used to do talk shows. Or was it? Not really talk shows, but like segments or streams where he used to like chat and chill a bit. I think he's a little bit busier now, so less so, but it is what it is. I would like to recommend my good friend Jimitation if you're looking for a cool podcast. He's giving me, so in Singapore, right, there's this one radio guy who kind of has the same concept as Jim, where he basically has a kind of deep voice. He's called Mr. X or something. And I just remember sometimes when I'm just like in the night, and then he this is so funny, but he pretends to be a captain or something like, I don't know what's the concept, right? But he always just go, "This is your nighttime flight with Mr. X," and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And you're actually not on a flight. You're just listening to the radio, but you're just like, okay, so he wants to hit you with that pilot role play. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Ignore me. I see it. The flap. Okay. We're good. This stage kind of have a little no music, which is a little bit strange. However, we did find the page really early, and for those in the know, this page is decrypted, encrypted, and we need to decrypt it. And this is the cipher that we've found so far. And it's double decrypted because it's also in French. So just give me like 2 minutes to translate this UNEFUSE SURUNCUB. Okay, this is the first 2 lines, and then we're gonna pop that in the French to English.
Sur une FUSE sur un cube.
Sur une FUSE sur un cube.
Sur une FUSE sur un cube.
Sur un cube.
On a rocket on a cube.
On a rocket on a cube, okay? Okay, and then PETTRE SEULECOLLOREE. This is a very long speech. Hold on. POURASUI. After a while, I realized we get faster and faster at translating this because we remember the common vowels and shit like that. But sometimes I just straight up feel like I remember, and then I don't, and then I kind of translate it a little bit wrongly. But it doesn't matter because ultimately, small spelling errors will disappear in the face of Google Honyaku. Mr. Google will help us. Ha! And that's the second half of it. So the whole thing reads.
Sur une FUSE sur un cube mettre seul COLORE pour la suite CROIRRE en son étoile.
I understood nothing. I understood nothing. All right.
Mettre seul COLORE pour la suite croire en son étoile.
Okay, so the whole thing reads sur une FUSE
sur une FUSE sur un cube mettre seul COLORE pour la suite croire en son étoile.
Croire en son étoile.
On a rocket, on a cube, place the only colored part. For the rest, believe in your star.
What does that mean? How come I don't even understand the English? Okay. On a rocket, on a cube, place the only... Oh, wait, there's a... Okay.
On a rocket, on a cube, put colored wax.
Huh.
For the future, believe in your star.
Put colored wax. Okay, I don't think that's very correct translation. But it basically means like, on a rocket, on a cube, put a colored thing inside, and then for the rest, just believe in your star. What does that mean? Well, we know that the cubes were actually transported to this planet on a rocket ship. So if you see this here, ta-da, they're actually set off on a little rocket ship going pew to some other, I think it's Mars. They landed here, the robots came out, and they brought a bunch of cubes that transformed the biome. So this is on the rocket itself. The cubes, you basically have to place like some colored pot in it, and then you spray and pray, believe in your star. That's what I got out of this. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but I think we'll get to it. However, what is interesting to me is the shape of this, because it looks like a machine control panel, and I feel like if we see this again, I'm gonna remember it. Hi Jiawei. Good night, good night, good night. Have a oh, if I were Jim, I'll be like, have a good night. But I'm not Jim. So I say good morning instead, so that we can cover different aspects of your clock. Thanks. Yeah, I finally hear BGM. Okay. Very nice piano BGM. Very fancy. Very fancy, but I know it's a place full of like machinery. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like this part has a lid. Aha! Yeah. This is feeling a little bit strange to me. I don't know why this looks so different to me. But I can't identify the difference. It just gives me a different vibe. You pink panini, might miss you. Oh yes, thank you. Thanks, Jiamei. God bless. Doing God's work. Hi Dave, good morning. We're playing Spotted. Actually, this game should call itself Spotted. Although I agree that Broken Lens is a very cute name for it, because the whole concept is that the reason why you need to spot the difference between the left and the right is because you're a robot with one broken side, and therefore both of your camera inputs are registering different things. It's a very, very cute concept. So I get why it's called broken lens. But I think the only thing that's stuck in our heads is the word spotted. Which is very funny because it's actually a word that you can change. But I don't want to change it because I think it's funny. We can keep it as spotted. Spotted. Spotted probably already exists, to be honest. Maybe. Oh, speaking of which, I need to... That just reminded me that my friend actually recommended a game to me. I need to find it on Steam and add it to my wishlist. Apparently, it's called Mixtape, and apparently it's one of the only games that got a 10 out of 10 on IGN. Hold on. I found a little indie game called Mixtape, and I'm gonna add that to my list. It's apparently a really good game. Add to wishlist. And then add to backlog eventually. There we go. Okay. Now back to spotted. Not back to spotted, back to spotting. Okay, we've found quite a few from the top. Oh, more. So now we can zoom in and see what else we can find. I found a paper. Okay, this is important news. Even though I feel like maybe it's the fact that it's kind of like engineering terms. That's why it's getting a little bit harder to translate or something. But it's okay. I still believe that Google can do it. Google will fix my mistakes probably. AGENT, agent D and okay, and that means
agent d'entretien.
Agent d'entretien.
Agent d'entretien.
Agent d'entretien.
Agent d'entretien.
Maintenance worker.
Ah, that makes perfect sense. Maintenance worker. This thing is a maintenance worker, okay? Yes. And then it says ENTIEL. I thought I meant entertainment agent. No, just because it says entretien. No. learning French. Is my brain gonna retain any of this knowledge? Probably not. I already, honestly, I kind of already forgot everything. But it doesn't matter because we're learning. And sometimes the thing about learning is not about keeping it in your like surface level memory. Is to make sure that this experience has occurred once in your life and it's therefore written somewhere deep in the data banks of your memory, so that one day if Clay ever gets like, I don't know, dementia or something, then maybe like one day like then I will start speaking French and then you know that I'm gone. Oh my god, I lost the line. Where am I? Which line am I even on? V G A R D E R. Okay. L A. Because I think that's what happens. Because memories work in very funny ways, right? Sometimes there's something that I just don't remember for like the longest time, and I have literally no memory of it. And sometimes this very, very strong feeling of remembrance just comes over me, and I'm like, I swear this has happened before. And I remember this happening. And then sometimes I'm just like memeing myself because it never happened. But you know, sometimes your brain gaslights you and sometimes it doesn't. And you can just believe what you want to believe. You know, your brain giving you choices of reality. See, so nice. Le temp. Wait a minute, this is a very long passage. Q U E L A B R I. This is not making any sense, but it will once Google has its hands on it. I'm just really starting to understand that actually French makes no sense. Or maybe it's just because I don't understand any of it, but I feel like it doesn't make much sense. Like how come sometimes there are vowels and no vowels? Because I'm trying to understand it with my English brain and it's not working. R I E. You are? S O T E R E. Okay. That's what it translates to. And of course, Claypot can identify that it's French, so it means it's not bad. Okay.
Essentiel si l'on veut garder la FUSE assez longtemps le temps que l'abri extérieur soit créé.
Le temps que l'abri... What?
Essentiel si l'on veut garder la FUSE assez longtemps le temps que l'abri extérieur soit créé.
All I heard was longtemps, and that's all we're taking away from this.
Essential if we want to keep the rocket long enough of time while the external shelter is created.
Okay, yes, this is a maintenance worker. This is essential if we want to keep the rocket long enough of time. Okay, so if we want to keep the rocket's health up, basically, while the external shelter is created. Okay, I mean, that makes perfect sense. That's exactly what a maintenance worker is for. Fine. Yeah, okay. So we're talking about the inner details of the rockets that landed on this place now. Where they're here carrying the cubes, something about the colors. I think this page is a little bit important, and take note that they actually did highlight it as well. But this is the one with the worst translation, so it basically translates to something about cubes and being aware of the colors here, and then pray to the star. This one makes a lot more sense. This is a maintenance worker, and it's needed to maintain the state of the rocket in a livable condition while an exterior shelter is being created on the planet that they landed on. Here, remember that they blasted off into space. They landed here. The rocket lands, so that is needed to maintain this rocket until the external shelter is created. Yeah, sounds about right. I am kind of wondering who is writing this, because now it feels like what the information that we're getting was at the very start, timeline wise, before all of these biomes start to appear. So definitely somebody has come here, made all these observations, and then the wildlife started spawning with all the anomalies, and then they settled down here to observe said anomalies. So somebody is writing this, and I don't know who or what. I mean, it kind of looks like handwriting. The person has a hand highlighter, so maybe like a stationery box exists. But we don't know. Who or what yet. But that's okay, because we'll find out. Look at this. This is so cute. The only difference is that the one of it is on and one is off. That's so cute. I like tiny little differences like that, because they don't feel out of, I don't know, they don't feel off. It's so cohesive to the environment. So nice. I know I keep saying that one of these days they're gonna throw me a very nasty difference, like the number of dots. But if they actually have a different number of dots, I'm gonna rage. Just because I think that that's just small, just schmeckish. This one's a little bit weird because when you zoom in and out, the angle or the pieces of the behind plant that you can see kind of differs very significantly. So I kind of feel this is an angle thing. Are you an angle thing? Home? Home? What? There are two differences left in this map. I also don't hear the piano anymore, which is very weird. Oh, we found the paper already. No more paper. Oh, dude, I'm so blind. Spotted. Hi, Tiame. That's right. Is it this? Is it this leaf? Hell yeah. That's right. That leaf was doing me a little bit funny. Too cohesive. Too cohesive. They just made so much sense. Okay, yeah, I was gonna ask, aren't you about to sleep? Okay, good night. Happy Monday. Man, now that I think about it, I miss Jim and his good nights. We need to ask Jim to record that as a voice line. Any more leaves? Any more sussy little leaves? Any more weirdly sized objects? I don't know if it's me, but I can see a kind of like grainy effect here, and I think it's very cute because it's giving me the impression that it's a little bit like dusty on this color specifically. I don't know if it's just me, because the rest of them feel like very well painted stuff, but just this one feels like there's little specks of white in it, which is very nice. I like that variation, texture variation. No, spotted what? Here? Where? Oh, back here. Where? Kidding, you cannot see any. Wow. Wow, the lies. The lies. Why are you lying to me? Wait. Oh, wait, what the? This is so obvious. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, sometimes the biggest ones are the hardest to see, okay? Oh my god. This had to be this had to be the most obvious one. What are we doing? Whoops. Anyways, it's not my fault that one of my lenses are broken, okay? Whoa, this place looks like a disco. The BGM in this place is very small. Is it just me? I can't hear it very well. Will music be louder? Oh yeah. Now I can hear it. Why is the music in this place so soft? I'm waiting for the epic battle music to come on and we're gonna get like we're gonna get speakers in our ears. But until then, let me set my mood with this background music, alright? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I gotta say this one is very, very, very. Ooh, this one is very difficult to see from the overworld. I call it overworld, like zoomed out, just because there's so much going on, so many patterns going on here. I don't quite know what to look at. We can only spot like the really obvious bigger ones, which I think is kind of important sometimes because like so. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, this map is actually huge. It's huge! What the? This place is so long! And I'm zoomed out. Long. Okay. Wait a minute, is this the machine that they're talking about? The cube machine? Does this look like the cube machine? I can't quite tell. Cute machine that we saw in the books. Oh, okay, that's it. So it's a pretty humongous place, and we didn't spot much off the top, but there is a lot going on, so let's use a hint since it's up. Might as well. These light bulbs are very cute, by the way, because if you zoom in, you can just see that actually it's a very simple light bulb to draw, but it looks so legit. Like some things, when you see artists draw them, they look very simple, but making it look cohesive and nice is actually not that simple. Okay, there's something weird here. Oh, this is pretty obvious. Lamaldo's a branch. Okay. So now that we've zoomed out, we will zoom in and start going bit by bit around the map. How's that? I will go in the opposite direction because sometimes different angles lets us see different things. So opposite way it is. Like this. To slowly crawl across the map. And I can't help but feel that there will be like a difference here because of how many things there are going on. But I also don't see it with my puny human eyes. I'm only human. Oh wait, no, I see it. I do see it. This one has no arm. You little sneak. A little armless, little sneaky. Okay. This is the most suspicious thing I've seen. There has to be a difference here. It's a very significant object or item. It's very important looking. Could these be different length? No? I feel like there are more things happening on top, but that's because on top it's a little bit easier on the eyes. And there's more like identifiable objects in the sense that you know that I can focus on like, oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 robots or 5, 6 robots. But here, there's no one big thing that your eyes can focus on, so they're kind of like drifting everywhere. They kind of zoom out a little bit, and you're just like, oh, what? That's the kind of vibe that this is giving. So that's why That's why the top, I feel, is a little bit easier to look at. But how can it be that I don't spot a single difference at the top? How can it be? How can it be? Okay. Well, no shame in using hints. Again, we'll use as many hints as we need to. This game deserves it. This is I can't help but feel one of the differences is going to be that the color is swapped, but I also feel like if the color or the direction is swapped, it's going to be very obvious. So there's no way I wouldn't have noticed it. Because then it just wouldn't be a cohesive pattern, you know? So I feel like minimally those kind of differences would have been spotted off the bat. But they don't tell me there's a difference directly where I'm looking at. Dude, look, it's right here. Oh my god, I talked so much crack and it was not spotted off the back. Aha, it's right here. It's not that obvious after all. You little sneak. Why does this game like to slap me in the face every single time I say something? Okay, never mind. I got the vibe. We understand. We expected this. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh, I think that was one round. Is it one round? I haven't really zoomed in and observed the middle section. I also cannot really hear the BGM again, so I think it's just the BGM in this biome specifically that's a little bit soft or chill. Maybe they're trying to hammer in the fact that there's no life forms here, because that's the vibe that it's giving. It's giving like kind of dead and cold place, even though this looks like a party house. You know, the colors are very party, like a disco. It's purple, there are orange lights everywhere. It looks like, whoa, decorations, but there's actually nothing alive. They're all dead. Even the robots don't particularly look like they're alive, because these ones don't look like they have faces. They look very cold. Are we reading a little bit too much into the game? Probably, but it's okay. That's just the vibe that we're getting, you know? Now, in playing these kind of games, I like to think that we're fairly methodical in the way that we do things, in the sense that I like to look around on a bigger scale, and then we zoom in, then we look around on like the minute details, and basically there's a method to madness kind of thing. Like, we're not going completely random, but after we've done the initial scan, then I feel like there is value in going in completely random. Like, just move around and see where the map leads us to. And the reason is because if you keep going to look for things in the same patterns as before, you're not going to spot anything new. You know, I forgot who said it, but the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again. So no point going clockwise every single time if that's just going to lead us to the same result, right? So we can go around randomly like this looking for differences. So we're kind of in between method and madness. Not 100% random, but an element of randomness is needed, I think. And also because I feel if you look at the same scenery for a long time, you start forming your own biases of it. You're like, oh, I think it's somewhere here, and I hyper focus on this area and it's not here. So then we reset by going to look at a different area, like this. I mean, this was led by the clues, but still, like this. Clay is very bad posture right now. I'm kind of sliding off my chair. It's the kind of thing where I manually look at it from different angles as if it would change my game screen's angles. Wait, I'm drinking my teh O peng. No, it's not teh O peng, it's just teh peng. They bring siu dai, which is becoming a little bit more siu dai as my eyes melts. Okay, let's see, what could it be? Now, typically when they show me that the clue is here, it tends to be somewhat center. Tends to be somewhat center of that circle. So now if the circle is so in the corner, then I probably need to zoom out a little bit. Oh, wait, this is so obvious. It's just a dot. This one is a dot and this one doesn't. What the? This dot is pretty huge. Okay, there's two more. This is a very difficult map. And I'm not happy about the fact that our music kind of dropped off. But again, that's the vibe of this place. A little dead vibe. Ain't nobody gonna be playing music in this deadline. Okay, moving on. What I would like to find is a few pieces of, you might have guessed it, paper. Now, where could paper be? Art thou paper? No, that's snow. Now these white little cables are giving me something strange. Yeah. Because, okay, get this. Paper is white. And I feel like it may or may not stand out against the background. It usually would. Oh. I'm definitely not waiting for the clue, but the clue is popping up while we are searching. Wait, I see the paper! It's here! Yes, it's not there on the other side. Okay. Yes. Paper. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is another long paragraph. I appreciate that they're giving me a lot of info, but a lot of the things here are like long paragraphs. Let me try to decode this. Move that here. Hold up, we'll move it here. And let me do some translation. So line by line, because this is bullet point, I can see that it's bullet point form and it's talking about the plants or the vines here. It also kind of looks like there's something behind. If you notice, there's a little bit of scratches on the left side of the bullet points. E. P. So that one we need to understand what those are. P-L-A-N-T I-N-C. Oh, and surprisingly, the letter C actually appears a lot in French, I guess, or at least for whatever they're trying to describe. Plante inconnue?
Plante inconnue.
Plante inconnue.
Plante inconnue.
Plante inconnue.
Unknown plant.
Unknown plant. Okay, thanks. That's what it says. Unknown plant. That's the first line. U-L-T-R. A-H. I wish I could remember things like I remember these symbols.
Ultra envahissante.
ultra envahissante.
Ultra envahissante.
Ultra envahissante.
Ultra invasive.
Ultra invasive. Okay, yes, they are everywhere. So these plants are ultra invasive. They invaded these pieces of machinery, this factory. It's been invaded by these plants. Oh, and they're very solid.
Très solide.
Très solid.
Very solid.
Very solid. That's right. That's what we're talking about. Very solid plants. SEM. PLE. The V is a P. PR. No V. N I R.
Semble provenir des.
Semble provenant des.
Seems to come from.
Oh, seems to. Oh, wait, this is not a bullet point? But it is a bullet point. What the? They're all bullet points. Okay, never mind. Seems to come from. T-E-C-H-E. D O T Okay.
DECHETS radioactif.
Du chien.
DECHETS radioactif.
Effective.
Radioactive waste.
Radioactive waste. Okay, it seems to come from radioactive waste. It's a chemical plant. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. So they did actually land, and they brought other machinery and robots, and they did set up a factory here on this planet. And they started production. Clearly, they started producing random things, probably more cubes, because that's what affects the biome, and then they started getting anomalies and shit like that. So humans being humans, as always. And screwing up the environment, probably, is what seems to be happening here.
TENTR de l'EELIMINER.
TENTR de l'EELIMINER.
TENTR de l'EELIMINER.
Okay, Duolingo.
Trying to eliminate them.
Trying to eliminate them. Okay, yes, they're invasive species, so it makes sense. Last the last bullet point. TRIS. Not your IT. Wait. Here A I T E N T.
Via traitement.
Via treatment.
Via treatment.
Hey, trying to eliminate them via treatment. Okay, yeah, I get it. Wait, this is nice. I like this. This is a full breakdown of this plant. It's an invasive species. It's kind of unknown. It popped up from a random place, I guess, and it's basically screwing it up. They're trying to eliminate it with via treatment. Via treatment, because it's made out of chemical waste. Okay, so they have to treat the waste. Yes. Always good to treat your own radioactive waste. Okay. Don't tell me it's the dot again. It doesn't seem to be the dot. I'm hearing some mad guitar music outside my house, like da, da, and I have no idea what's going on. If there's a good high or something like that, they're like a performance. I don't know. All I know it's there's sounds coming from outside my window. Okay, let's see. There is a difference here. I feel like there would have been, but do I see it? It's gonna be something weird, like the size of this leaf or something. Hmm. Home. We can kind of shake. We can kind of shake him around, see if we spot anything. Well, there was one time the difference was the size of his ball joint, which was a little bit obscure. Just a little bit obscure. It's not a scratch across the wall. Oh, I was gonna say, aha! See, this ball is bigger, but the ball's bigger on both sides. What a scam! What a shame. Unless it's on top. Wait a minute. Never forget that it could be something on top. Could be one of these things on the pipe. It could be. Or it could be. Nah, it wouldn't be these X. I mean, these bars again, because we had a difference that was that already. I don't think that they would repeat the same style. Let's see. Dude, my nose! I want to blame Mama Clay for this, but you know, she has priority, so it's unfair to those who don't have priority, aka me. No, dude, the clue isn't even. Wait, no, not even the clue. Oh, the clue is up, and I have not found. Okay, it wouldn't be something like one of these bars are thicker than the other because they're very uniform in size. So, okay, I know I say that everything I say comes back to bite me in the butt, but it really shouldn't be something like one bar is thicker than the other, right? Game don't do me dirty like that. In which case, it could be something in the background, which just needs to be peeked at, like this. Like this, we're peeking underneath. Or because again, you see, it's two at the it's at the corner, and I can't really see the center of the circle. The center of the circle is like somewhere here. I find it kind of strange that none of the light bulbs are weird. Maybe one of these light bulbs should end up being a little weird after a while. Because how can it be that there are no weird light bulbs? That's very in itself, that's very suspicious. Like, one of these light bulbs have to be different. It must be. Or is it the dots after all? Am I was it not capping? It was not capping. I was no lie. See, I feel like this is a bit of a mess. The background is a bit of a mess. And when it's a little bit of a mess. Or leaves? No. makes it a little bit harder to tell when there's something going on. Look at me tracing this because I want to know the length of it. Length matters. This is out of the... Let's see, let's see. This robot? No. No. Hmm. Am I blind? Is this one of those non-existent ones again? No, but there wasn't actually any non-existent ones. We blame the game sometimes and we're like, hey, I clicked, but there actually isn't any difference there. But there was a difference, it's just that our eyes were too blind to spot it, so I can't blame the game. We can only blame ourselves for being kind of blind. Where, oh, where could that difference be? Do you think if I click the hint one more time, it will show me a different hint? Okay. Yes, this is a different hint. Let's take a chill. Let's take a chill break and go look for the other clue, which, like I expected, should be somewhere on top, because there were no differences on top. Aha! Okay, wait, this one's very obvious. It's this little thing which I couldn't find before. Okay. I see it. Hi Viola, good morning. So that was the hint. Then the other one, let's go back to the other one. The other one is actually back here. Where is the difference here? The other clue told us it was somewhere in this area or this area. I feel it's gonna be something like really obvious, and then I will beat myself up for not noticing. It's such an interesting game, right? So it's a very cute game that we found. The concept here is that you are a robot with broken lenses. So you have like cameras for eyes, and one of the cameras are broken. So you're here trying to spot the difference between your two, well, camera eyes, to find out what is the truth and what is not truth. And it comes with a side of decryption, because we have a book, like certain pages that we find, and we have and this game basically is telling a story of humans setting a bunch of rockets out into outer space. There's actually a story behind each of these biomes, okay? We sent a rocket out into outer space, going wee, and then robots came out of that, and they started placing these cubes which could transform into different these cubes can transform into different life forms, and they have machinery and a whole recycling system going on. And these cubes basically turn into the biome of this planet or whatever. And certain times when the cubes, I guess, kind of like screw up or whatever, you end up with certain anomalies, which are gigantic, massive, alienish creatures. Yes, that's the story so far. So it's a very, very interesting story. The base of it, though, is still a spot a difference game, and that's what we're trying to do. Spot the difference here. Trying to do spot the difference. There's also Twitch integration, so if you say the word like spot it, it will appear on the screen, and then we can play this game together, because my eyes are failing me. I've been looking at this. I know that there's a difference here, and I've been looking at this for I think like a good 10 minutes, and I cannot find a difference. I have a nice chill time drinking my teh-peng. I mean, my teh-peng. Spotted. Wait, did you? Did you spot the difference? Okay, wait. So the clue is up. And the clue says it's somewhere here. Which I know the clue says it's somewhere here. Because the clue has been saying it's somewhere here for a while. I just haven't been seeing the clue. Sweats. I mean, I've been seeing the clue. I just haven't been seeing it. Hey. Sweats. You just want to test it out? No, that's completely fair. It's very cute. Apparently with raids or like bits or subs, I think that time Quantum resub, there was also an explosion of frogs, which was very funny, very cute. It kind of jump scared us. But I think the most useful one has to be the word spotted, because if you're playing a spot the difference game, it completely makes sense that you're focused on the game, like, you know, your eyes are straining, trying to find the difference. And to get your attention, people just need to go like spot it, and then it'll basically appear here. I'm telling you, one of these leaves gonna do me something funny, like this leaf, or that leaf, or this leaf. Are you different? Are you different? Are you different? They look pretty similar to me. Could be a difference at the side of this, maybe. I don't think so. It could be one of these X's again. But I don't think it's the X. Could be. Oh, certain biomes also have very nice background music, but it seems like we're in a part of the game where it's actually the silent factory. There was piano music at the start, but it's not looping, so maybe we just took a little bit too long. I don't know. That the music ran out. But if you take long enough to run out of the BGM music, I don't know what to say. Oh, these are robots that are sent to do our dirty work here in this country. In this planet, I mean. What could it be? I'm gonna like zoom way out just to make sure that we can see everything in our I don't know. Huh. I am unsure. Heavily unsure. No! I'll hydrate, thank you. I'm hydrating with a teh-peng right now. Look, I swear. They refocused. I feel like the difference has to be at the top, okay? Maybe it is one of the dots. Maybe it is one of the dots after all. Cute. I love teh-peng so much. Huh. Counting the little specks on the walls, and it doesn't seem like that's it. It would be a very good. It would be a very good difference if one of these fences are wrapped the opposite way, but it is not. I'm hoping it's not anything weird in the background. It could be underneath, like this. It could be underneath from this angle. something going on in the background. It could be. They tend to like doing things like that. But I don't see anything different going on in the background. So it's not that, probably, I think. It's not something like the color of one of these light bulbs, right? My color scheme. My eyesight for color is not that sharp. And like I said, it's very unlikely to be the thickness of these bars, because if one of these bars were thicker than all the rest, or thinner, I think it would have been quite obvious. But if we zoom out all the way, I don't particularly see anything different with this tool. Hmm. Clay has been staring. Absolutely. Absolutely staring. Like, my eyes have been going over these lines for ages. For ages. You still can't see the difference, right? This is so tricky. Wait, this one is actually very tricky. It's never taken me this long before. And we have the hint going on, so it should be obvious enough. Because I know it's I already know it's in this area. What could it be? What could it be? Does the hint actually move or reduce in size when I... Oh, it does! It moved a little bit more to the left. What does that mean for me? If it moves a little bit more to the left, what does that mean? This, it's here? Is it here? Is it one of these dots? No, it's not. Oh, that's crazy. The thing is, they do kind of prevent you a little bit from randomly clicking. So if I randomly click like this, see, I start getting spots all over my vision because we start leaking oil. So that's not good. And then we have to wipe it away like this, which is a little bit cute. I don't know what we're wiping with. Probably one of our little floppy hands like this. But it is what it is. Let's see. Huh. 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 Yeah, it's a very cute mechanic. Like, thematically, the game is very, like, it has very strong themes. So I like it. It's very, like, consistent in the story. Dude, I really cannot see anything different. I honestly cannot see anything different. Which is wild. That's wild. Not one of these chains now, is it? Are you thicker or thinner or bent in any way? Chain? Chain? No. But it's the last difference. Okay, there is a little bit of a cheat that we can use. And that's like, if in settings you can actually reduce the size of the hint circle to make it a little bit more obvious for people who are blind, aka me. So I'm gonna reduce it by 1 size so that the next time so that when we use the hint the next time, because it looks like the hint is coming back soon, then we'll be able to see. We'll be able to narrow down where the difference could possibly be. Where could it be? I refuse to give up. It's the last. It's the last difference. Open my eyes. Open my eyes. I'm opening my eyes. I'm staring. Staring. Hum. Hum, hum, hum. Let's see. Oh, okay, okay. Look, look, look. The area got smaller. The area got a lot smaller. It's hinting somewhere here. Maybe if I zoom all the way out and I peek upstairs. How's that? How's that? Do you see anything different from this perspective? Do we see anything different from this perspective? Look in the middle of the robot like the upside down teardrop. Oh, this one? There's it is what is. It's farting on me because it's not a difference. That's very sad. Why do they fart on me like this? Okay, that was not the difference. Very, alas. Alas. It is smaller though. It's smaller, so I know it's somewhere here. Here, 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 here. Here. I know. It's even the circle is even shrinking. It's like saying, "Here, spot me." Ah, this isn't it. We're looking. We're all looking. Give me a small moment. I am looking all over in this tiny area. Oh my, wait, it's so obvious. I see it. This robot has an eye and this robot doesn't. This one doesn't have an eye. This one has an eye. Oh shit. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. That wasn't that hard to spot. Okay, it was though, because the foreground is so crowded that I wasn't really looking that closely at the background. Jeez. Sneaky. Okay, next. Little sneaky. Nice. Look, our piano is back. Okay, so similarly, we have a technique. We'll look from the overground if there's any difference. Spot what we can. Also, this is the opening music, which is very, very cool, by the way. It's just a slowed down version of it, and I really like that. I really like stuff like that. Okay, I'll see no obvious differences. One of these are weird again? No. These? No. I see a fly in the room. I see a fly in my room, and I have it at the corner of my eye. It's not very nice. Oi! This is a difference. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Suspicious. Now, the one very interesting thing about this game is that it does like to play with the background a lot. So you notice that there's foreground, background items. So these items are actually layered, and it gives you a very different perspective as you move around. I do kind of like that because it adds a lot of depth to the scenery. And I found a paper! Paper. There we go. Very important. So this paper explains to us the lore of the story and what's going on in the world, and it is encrypted. Ta-da! And we have the decryption code right here. So give me 2 minutes. We're decoding this. L-A F R G. V is a P, P E R M A S S R A L A. Okay, T R A F O R T I E N. I am basically half fluent in this language by now. Is it possible to accidentally miss the paper and move on to the next level? Yes. Yes, but it does tell you that you didn't find the paper because there's a paper in each stage. D-E-S. And anyways, it doesn't matter because even if you don't find it, you can still come back and revisit. There's no... Like, it's a very nice, peaceful, chill game. It's not supposed to be... Like, there's no timer or anything. You can find it at your own time. It's pretty nice and peaceful. Although there are some suspicious things going on in, like, the background. In the sense that when you read these notes, you realize that, hey, this world's actually a little bit sus. Like, it's not a very nice, peaceful world. But even without it, it's still alright. Oh, hi, Panini. No, you took a nap. It's okay. Good morning. Good morning indeed. You are not too late. We are still playing. You might have missed some stages, but that's okay. Because I still recommend you to buy and get the game yourself, because it's a great game, and I think it's super worth it. There's a surprising amount of content. A crazy amount of content, actually. And I believe that the How Long to Beat is a massive liar, because the people who beat this in How Long to Beat confirm never 100%. Because some of these things are so freaking hard to spot. There's no way they found it on their own so fast. There we go. Playing alone will be very frustrating. We did have a very frustrating one. I spent like almost 20 minutes looking for one of them. But anyways, so this page translates to...
La forge PERMESSRA la transformation des robots en ENERGIE Vital PRIORITE Max.
I put Vital twice. Okay. La forge
PERMESSRA la transformation des robots en
That's all I know.
Vital PRIORITE Max.
Vital PRIORITE Max. Max. So this game, get this. This game is made by French developers. So all of these are French. And so Google Translate says,
The forge will allow the transformation of robots into vital energy max priority.
Ah, okay. So the forge, this is their forge. It will allow the transformation of robots into vital energy, which makes sense because we know that they were trashing the robots. So those robots are trashed here and used as fuel to turn into energy, and it's max priority, okay? Max priority. By the way, I would like to highlight something. This is a completely new code. We don't have this. What is hot? What is hot and what is this? And what is this? These words don't exist. These four words don't exist. I still believe it could be a different script. Yeah. Look at our 3 times 3. Yeah, exactly. It has to be a number. It has to be a number. There's 2 of them, right? There's 2 of them. There's these 2, this and this, which appeared before, and the rest didn't. Like a little heart thingy. But the 3 times 3 was messing us up because we found a random bunch of shapes and we don't know what the 3 times 3 means. Because it's not a number pad. So this one is still a question mark. But note that there is a heart here and like 2 strokes. It's starting to sound like Wall-E. I think the plot is very similar to Wall-E. Maybe it's kind of like a little bit inspired because we are one of the broken robots that you see around. But anyways, let me translate that last line. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, I gotta move this. Add in the middle of my sentence. Oh my god. But yes, translating that last D-E-G-R-E-S-E the Gris Max.
DEGRES Max.
DEGRES Max. I feel like Google Translate is not even reading the French properly because there's no way this one short line is so long.
Max degrees.
Max degrees, maximum temperature, high temperature. Okay. Welcome back. But yes, now I was just saying that we need to remember this because we don't really know what the 3x3 grid means. It's still a question mark. Oh, there's a heart here. There's a heart here though. This one's a heart. What does that mean? What does that mean though? There's this too. Look, the two strokes. Okay, there's we got the basic encryption down, okay? Panini, we got like level 1 access. We got the common language for the plebs. But there's still a secret code here that we haven't gotten. I thought this was just a heart, but now I realize it's a part of the code. Wait, this time the 3x3 has a circle instead of... Wait, you are correct? You're correct though. Wait a minute. You're right. This is a very obvious triangle. And this one is triangle. Triangle, triangle. Ah. Good spot. Is this just a badly drawn triangle? Okay. Let's notice that more. So far, all the codes have been a triangle. They've all been triangles so far. This one is the 3 dots. Okay. A new 3x3 set, maybe. But even for the previous set, we had an overlap here already. We had an overlap here on square number 9. Wait a minute, I'm looking at square number 9 and whether or not one of them was a circle after all. No, see, this is the first square 9. Huh? Wait, where's the other square 9? Where did we get that from? Why do I feel like we have less pages than before? Where's our other square 9? This one is just a U, which is this. Where's this? Where did I find that? Huh. Wait a minute. What? Where are my other codes? No, I remember we had this entire discussion about this overlap. We said we had this whole discussion before. Why is it gone? No. Going all the way to the back. Maxime. Wait! It's here! This heart is also here. And this. Page number. Oh! Wait a goddamn minute, there's a page number! Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no 9. Huh? Okay. Okay. Okay, but what does that mean? I see the 3 dots. Write that down. The 3 dots is here. 3 dots is here. This heart is... This is a question mark, question mark. This one was a 9. This one was the weird 9. This is the other 9. And then there's an X with a... Write that down. We can write down all these symbols, but what do they mean? This one's also here. This one's 2. And this one is here as well. Huh. Huh. Oh, there. This one's on 9. There. This was in the 9 spot. Wait, no. There is an overlap. There's an overlap. Oh, sorry. I'm blocking. Here. Here. This was the one that was in the 9 spot. So it's not number 9. This is the one that messed us up. Okay. Okay. But this one is a triangle and the other number 9 is also a triangle. So it kind of clashes. Kind of clashes. I mean, but the circle thing is very interesting. And so is the... So, like, for example, we're seeing that code here, right? Yeah, and the page numbers... Yeah, but I don't know if the page numbers start from 1. I don't know if the page numbers start from 1. But they're here. It may or may not be page numbers, but I'm pretty sure they are page numbers. So there's only 8 page numbers. So now, remember that we're actually spotting this based on the direction of the triangle. What if the direction of the triangle doesn't actually matter? Nah, that's impossible. They give you the triangle for a reason. It's because some of those are rotated. No, actually the triangle is always facing the top. The triangle is always facing the top. I thought the numbers were all the dot symbols. We had yeah, no, we do have that. This one. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But that's just the number of dots. And I believe that's just referring to the roll of the die. Because it's like a cube. So like dice roll. So like depending on whether it's 1 or 6, 1 to 6, it turns into different life forms. Because it's a 6-sided die. Yeah. You know what? Okay, that is just an aspect that we have not discovered yet. We will keep this in mind when we have more cubes. Because we are noticing new things about it. I believe that's another encrypted thing. But yeah, we'll keep it in mind. I think we need more clues. We're not ready. I think we need more clues. See, there's some that it just goes like 3. And this one's just like 1. I. What's I? But this circle is very interesting though. Let's see if we see one more circle 9 pad subsequently, then we will know. But anyways, back to spot the difference. The main game. Could I update you on a story you missed? It's not much. We basically did, I think you were here. We did this together. And then this one is basically a machine stage, and it says that the cubes were kind of like transported in this machine. And basically there's a few colors at the sides here that you need to take note of. Of course, we don't know what those colors are because this is a black and white drawing. But there's a few colors here, apparently. Probably like 4 colors that kind of affect how the cubes turn out. And then just spray and pray. This translation was very bad, but basically it said wish upon a wishing star, something like that. And then this one is a maintenance machine. So this is very important. This machine basically maintained the rocket until the outdoor shelter was ready. So basically when the rocket blasted off and they landed here, These machines were responsible for making sure that the rocket stayed in good condition while they built like an external shelter elsewhere, which makes sense because then they're talking about their factories here. And then this one just says that there's an invasive plant here. This is an invasive unknown plant species that that appeared because of chemical waste, and they're trying to deal with it. It appeared because of radioactive chemical waste, which we now know is because they built a whole ass factory here, and this factory was powered by burning all the robots. So this factory is producing chemical waste which made these plants go wee. And yeah, basically they had to the robot was launched, I mean the rocket was launched using this to maintain them, so they had enough time to build the factory. That's what we got so far. Very, very interesting things. We're getting I feel like we're getting a little bit closer to the main not really main story, because everything is main story, but like the idea of why the humans, what are the humans doing here? Are they even humans? I don't know, but why was the rocket even sent here in the first place? So they're basically trying to colonize Mars. And then they factory they factoried this place and then got themselves screwed because they started, you know, dumping their waste and creating more alien invasive plant species. Yeah, oh no, Industrial Revolution destroying nature. What exactly? Humans ruining things is what it seems to be, as always. Okay. So we spot a lot of things off the bat, and we have a hint, so we're just gonna use it. Even though I feel like this one was actually pretty obvious so far. We haven't really zoomed in either. Humans, but any humans on the rocket? We don't know. We don't know. I'm just guessing it's humans. But whoever wrote the book, is the one causing these problems. So it could just be like, you know, humans who programmed the robots to do this. It's possible. It's possible. Spotted. Where? Where? Did Tiame actually ping you, Panini? Huh? Background. The glass of the left machine. What? Oh, this. Oh, okay. Well, not even I was looking within the clue. Yeah, I was looking within the circle. Okay. Nice. Spotting things. She did? God bless. Let's see. We've already spotted one difference here, so it turns out there's a lot of differences. Peeking the corner. Might be the big lamp. Yeah, I feel like this big lamp is so oh my god, you're right. It's the thickness of it. Because I feel like the big lamp was so suspicious too, but I couldn't identify. Oh my god, it was the thickness. Width matters. I was also looking, I was like, why do you look so different? Okay, nice. We'll zoom in and just explore the rest a little bit. Because I feel like these machines are suspicious, but we've also found a lot in that corner already, so it might just be in a different corner. Also, I was just commenting that this biome seems to be a little bit sad and lonely because we had nice little piano music playing in the background, and it's the opening scene where he's with his bunch of robots, but a very slowed down, like melancholic version of it, and it kind of just fades out in the background, so we don't get much BGM. I've actually increased the BGM volume, which is mad, because if you notice some of the other scenes we actually have intense battle music, but not here. And I wonder if it's because it's kind of like a factory, you know, it's not really like the exciting nature outside anymore. Ah. Dude, this is such an awkward corner to spot things. Machines make sad music. Exactly, exactly. Oh, this! Lamau? Look at this. It's the ball. It's the ball size of this lamp. Oh my god. Big ball, exactly. Dude, it's so small. The difference is getting very minute. Yeah, you see? You hear the music? It's the core game music. Dun, 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 dun. But a slowed down version. Paper. Paper. Paper, important oh! It's a circle! Wait, is this one a circle? It is a circle. It's an X and a dot. Huh, or is this... Wait, let's decode this first. Okay, let's see. R O P. You got the bottom? Okay. O P. Huh? sorry. I just want to interject by saying the top row translates to robot BL with a question mark because I don't know what's that last letter. It could be BLW. Oh my god, this one. This just says robot BL. BL something. BL I don't know what. It can't be BLW. Right? Robot BL. I'm gonna try to translate robot BLW and see if that means anything. No, robot BLW doesn't mean anything, so it's not a BLW. It's a question mark. Sus. Hi Dave. What? Wait, why are you here? It's one of the page numbers, the number 2. Oh, wait, this one has a page number 2. What page is this by now? Okay, well, let's translate the main text first. Let's translate the main text first. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Main text. 53, but this is not page 53. So I think it might be giving us something, some new clues here. But anyways, let me continue translating that main text. Don't French count in a weird way? Do they? I forgot the most important thing. It's French. 5 times 3, so 50. Oh, what if? Wait, okay. Let me translate the text first. That's very crucial. That's a very smart idea. That's very big brain. NTENI. O F. Oh wait. Wait a minute. FONCTIO. Okay.
Il DEVRNT maintenir la FUSE en fonction.
Okay.
Ils devront maintenir la FUSE en fonctionnement.
En fonctionnement.
They will have to keep the rocket functioning.
Okay, yeah, so these are also maintenance machines. They will have to keep the rocket functioning.
Leurs pinces seront certainement peu robustes.
Les pinces sont certainement peu robustes.
Their clamps will almost certainly be flimsy.
Their clamps will almost certainly be flimsy. That makes sense because throughout the story we have seen some of these robots with their arms broken off. So it makes sense that they are keeping the rockets functioning and they're using these tools to repair them. So these are like repair guys. And their repair tools are a little bit flimsy though. So there is what is. So now this thing is very interesting. I think this is very interesting because it's a double letter. French gets weird starting with 70. Okay, I'm gonna search. How do French count? Okay, the French language tends to use multiples of 10 and add the teens to the others in the first. Oh yeah, you're right. No, it gets weird from 70 onwards. Like 80 is 4 20s and 90 is 4 20 10. That's so weird. 92 is 4 20 12. 98 is 4 20 10 8 18. What the? So they're just doing quick math? Oh, are French like gods at math? Look up 55555 in German. Why? It's 550.
555.
Oh my god, that's 555.
555.
Yeah, it's oh my god. Okay. So I don't think it's weird. Wait, okay, I'm gonna search a complete guide to learning French numbers from 1 to 100. Okay, first let's learn French numbering from 1 to 16, since these numbers are all different from each other and there are no repeat. So they don't repeat from 1 to 16. However, 17 to 19, you start to see some patterns emerging. So 17 is 10-7, obviously, and then 10-8, and then 10-9. Okay, which makes sense. So U, wait a minute, this U with a dot on it, theoretically 1 2 3 4 5, and this is 3, so 3 times 5, is it page 15? If this is page 1, 1 2 3 4 5, oh my god, wait, confusion. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. This is 15. 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30. Okay, I didn't know we had that many pages. 31 32 33 34 35. No. If it was page 35 it would be perfect. 35. Okay, never mind. 36 37 38 39 40 41 42. Wait, 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53. Wait, it's 53. What if it's written back? Wait, this is 3 and 5. Wait, hold on. 1, 2. Yeah, that's 3, 4, 5. It's 5, 3. Yeah. So instead, it's a minute. Yeah. So if it's written backwards, it makes sense. If that was 5 and 3, because it's page 53. I cannot believe we have 50 pages of this. What the? So they are numbers. Yeah. So you are numbers, but backwards. Right? Okay. Wait. I need to expand my. my collection. Okay. Let's write the numbers in like black. Oh. Wait. A dang minute. It's confirmed. Yeah, basically almost confirmed. Okay, so let's say if the heart is 1. Maybe like this. Heart. And then the next one is the 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Can I put some space between 4 and 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, cannot. It's too late. I cannot backspace. It's too late. It's too late. No, I'm putting this just in case there really are 16 numbers, because they say 1 to 16 is a different word completely in French. It's okay. We know that every one symbol is a different letter, okay? That. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, okay, look. If this is 3... Surely the developers aren't deaf, but they are. This whole book is in French. Then I think we need to look at this differently. Maybe this doesn't mean whether... So this one is number 3, which doesn't make sense, right? And then this one's number 4, which also doesn't make sense. So we need to look at it differently. Maybe this 9 grid isn't really telling us what the numbers are. It's a 9 grid, and we're supposed to fill in the numbers in this 9 grid. Maybe it's a puzzle that we'll find eventually. That's what I believe. So like, for example, we know that we're supposed to key in said number there. Okay, so now that we have these numbers, let's go find more symbols that we haven't seen before. Are there any that we have not captured? A number? This one? I? What was I? What was I, actually? Was I a thing? Is I W? What's this? What's this? Wait a minute, I'm gonna try translating this. Is I W? A E V-I-T-E-R. A eviter. To avoid. Oh no, it doesn't mean anything to avoid W. Maybe it's an exclamation mark? Is it? Okay. Oi! There's more here. We have these. That's 7, 8. Alright, 7, 8. Yeah, 7 and... There's not enough space on my screen. Okay, I'm gonna put it small. Can you still see it if it's this small? Can you still see it if it's like this tiny? Can I put it this tiny? So you can see both pages? I can't believe we translated over 50 pages of French. That's crazy. Okay, I'll leave it like this. So we have this and this. This is 7 and 8. And this is 2. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. Wait a minute. Do you know what this is? Bro, this is a code. Wait a dang minute. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're telling. This is a dude. This is a passkey. It's gonna be like a keypad that's number 9, and it's telling you what is the answer. It's telling you like you when you go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the correct button to press on the. You know, like when you unlock your phone, and you're supposed to press like the patterns in order. It's connect the dots because they're telling us what to press is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why the letters don't repeat, but you can, like, look, we can repeat the tic-tac-toe because they press this button twice. It's just like you have to press it in this order. Oh my, I'm humongo brain. I am genius. I bet that's it. It must be. It must be. I hope this is true. It must be. So wait, now that we have recorded this down, basically what we need to do when we find it, can you see my mouse? Is we need to press it in this order. We need to press the buttons here in this order. Oh my, I cannot wait till we find a number pad. I cannot wait till we find a number pad. That must be it. That must be it. So for example, this heart. Okay, I'm just gonna continue drawing it, right? So the heart is over. The heart is here. The heart is here. Okay, I'm just gonna remember that the heart is here. And then the X and dot is there. So the X and dot is right here. So if we go by the numbers, we have the heart. We're supposed to press this. This, 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 and this. We have it. We have 1 to 8. We probably mean we have 1 to 8. Yes. Yes. And then what does this mean? I don't know. I don't know. But this one is a 5 and a 3, so I believe this is page. Wait a minute. This is directly 5 and 3. It's not even opposite. This is literally page 53. Wait a minute. What was I talking about? Read backwards. This is literally page 53. I don't know why I thought the numbers meant 35. Okay. Oh my god. I cannot believe we're at 50 page. We are so big brain. This is page 53. Oh shit. This is the kind of stupid thing that excites me. Damn it. Panini, you're such a nerd. So pot calling the kettle black. Wow. Wow. Oh my god, we're so smartsies. We're so smart. I need to find a number pad right now. We're puzzle solvers. I'm so excited. Okay. Okay, very nice, very nice, very good job. Man, I can't wait till we find a number pad. Oh, surely it won't be that long. Yeah, no, but let's not forget that. Let's not forget that it probably will not be a number pad off the screen because the other place that showed us this is this. So maybe we do not need to find a number pad. We need to find this rocket. Remember? We need to find this rocket that has a broken door that leads us to this inside. Something like that. See? So we need to find this rocket. Yeah, it can't be long now. We have it. We have the answer. We have the keyword. I mean, we have the password. Your safe has been cracked. This is so exciting. I cannot believe we translated 50 pages of French. This game's great. This game is so good. What if the rocket was hidden really well and missed it? Huh. Well, it's okay because we can go back to the different levels. Like I'm sure with this new information, if we really reached the end and we did not find a rocket, we could just go through all the previous stages to see if we could find it. Because we found everything else that they describe in the book. It's not that well hidden. Like we found all the anomalies and stuff like that. Although we found them very near whenever they got described. So I actually have a feeling that this might have been in the early stages and we missed it. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I was so scared. I was like, oh, did we stumble upon a secret? Hi Faf. You chunked up my screen. Thank you for the 40 months. Hello, puzzle friend. Faf, I want to recommend this game. This game is so good. You should play this game. It's called Broken Lens. It looks, yeah, this time it wasn't frogs. It wasn't cute. You played this with Jojo on stream? Oh, it's so good. And the puzzle. Did I show you this? Really? Is that why it's on my wish list? Okay, well, it's a great game. And Faf, the puzzle is so big brain. The puzzle is so big brain. We have been translating all the pages of French. We have been decoding and translating all the pages of French, and we are finding a secret password. Spotted. Is it this robot? Spotted where? Spotted. Yeah, that robot. Okay, very good. Same brain cell. Same brain cell. Faf, look at this. Faf. See this? We have like 53 pages of lore and French and little puzzly notes that I believe, have already found the meaning of and numbers and stuff like that. I have a whole decoder going on right here. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's so cute. It's so cute. I love it. Well, damn, yeah. It's so good. I just had a major breakthrough, which I believe is a breakthrough, and I need to find proof that it was a breakthrough. But I'm very excited right now because you only need to find the different stuff. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense because at least Jojo can help with the find the different stuff. But yes, you should look through the books and see what you can find because there is a puzzle hidden in there. Right at the bottom? Hell yeah. Unless it's this wire you're talking about. Yeah, you should. Okay, then I'm not gonna walk through what we did because that would spoil the puzzle for you. But yes, look at it again. It's such a great game. It's such a great game. I'm so hyped. There's a whole ass secret. Last played 2 years ago. Damn. I think it's restart. I think you should. I think it's time to play it on stream. Okay, Clay was blocking that difference. There was a little block. Close your eyes. Yeah, okay, close your eyes. By the way, Faf, when is it time for Mapo Tofu lunch? So that we can mock Mr. Going Geek. It's Cyrus's. Oh, we should give Cyrus a treat for his birthday. But not tomorrow because I found a very interesting new lunch place near my office, and I told all my colleagues I am getting it tomorrow, and that's my only motivation to go to work is to try new food nearby. Small happiness, you know. You gotta spot it. Where you gotta find small things that motivate you every day. Where I spot the machine is the buttons. Buttons. Oh, there's more buttons here. Okay. Good spot. What the? Damn, good spot. Nice. But yeah, anyway, Panini, as I was saying. Okay, Faf, close your ears also. Literally telling Faf to go away. Close your ears also. I think that the rocket would be at the earlier stages though, because a lot of the things that we found in the book, right, have appeared in the earlier stages before. So I find it very hard to believe that it's something that we haven't seen for so long, because we got this page like a really long time ago. So I honestly think it's something like maybe in the first or second. What page is this? Page like, okay, maybe like second biome or third biome, I don't know. So it actually checks out, because remember that every single biome, so let's go to the home screen from every single biome is about 10 stages. So we're on page 53 because this is biome 5 stage, that was biome 5 stage 3 or whatever, right? So it checks out, and because we're finding like one page per biome ish, and they gave us a few pages to start with. But anyways, are the levels in chronological order? Are they going back in time? I don't know. I don't know. If they're going back, then the rocket must be very late in the game. That's true. That's true. But I really don't know if it's just like same time, different biomes. Because I think that we've definitely gone into like this is definitely the factory biome, whereas the previous biomes were like outdoor nature biome. So if there's a rocket that kind of like crash landed, okay, well, it could be anywhere actually. It doesn't necessarily have to be outside. It could be indoors. Maybe they're trying to repair it and we'll find it eventually. Look at this, high five. Panini, this is you. This is you, and then this is me. Teamwork. Why there's so many repeating patterns, right? Like, there's this thing about factory stages that it makes it kind of difficult because there's just so many things doing their due. Wait, this one's very funny though. Look at this. Yeah, an illustration of us translating French, exactly. Exactly. What is this background that kind of looks like somebody is hanging themselves? I'm a little bit scared. That scares me. This scares me. This stage scares me. I do not like this. What the heck? I know! Should have said that. Ugh. You didn't notice that? I'm scared. Wait. It's so scary now. Well, I'm gonna grab my bebe now. It's a victim, yeah, exactly. It's very empty of life, and that's why I think that the music is not playing also. It's just very sad, depressing music until it just fades out and it's lifeless. There isn't even like beep beep. No, it's just quiet. Which is a shame because I actually really like the BGM in this game. But I don't hate the fact that there's no BGM here because each of their biomes feel very thematic. Like, they got the world building down very well. Even though it's a find a difference game where sometimes you just see random things floating around the background, I think on an overall they really captured like the essence of each biome in the sense that it gives very different vibe. I spotted the paper! What do you spot, Panini? Robot in the bottom left is too loving. Oh, Mo! Let him confess his love, okay? He's trying to give some life. No! We took away his heart! Damn. Also, I spotted the paper right here. Very important business. I'm all about that paper. No love allowed, just machines. Alright. Okay, I'll do the top two lines. Hold on. Yeah, sometimes it's obvious. I appreciate when it's obvious, okay? Poon. I keep mixing up F and O just because they are curving different ways. I-S-L-E-S. G. Even do last three? Oh, okay, I can do three. I'm almost on the I'm at the third one already. You can do the last two. You know, you can hear my typing speed has increased as we remember what these are. Okay. Oh, okay, nice. It's okay, same.
Une fois les grenouilles à NEANTIES, la serre me permettra de...
I'm too slow. Hey. I'm reading two things at once, okay?
Une fois les grenouilles à NEANTIES, la serre me permettra de manger pendant quelques années.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait a minute.
Une fois les grenouilles à NEANTIES, la serre me permettra de manger pendant quelques années.
You guys know what this means?
Once the frogs are wiped out, the greenhouse will allow me to eat for a few years.
Oh my god.
Once the frogs are wiped out, the greenhouse will allow me to eat for a few years.
What? Once the frogs are wiped out, the greenhouse will allow me to eat for a few years. What? That's crazy. Whoa. Is that what the factory... No way. What do they mean? They're wiping out the frogs because they want more food? That's mad. Once the frogs are wiped out, the greenhouse will allow me to eat for... Yeah, kill all life. And then the worst part is, didn't they create the frogs? Aren't they the one who created the frogs with the... Oh my god, that's crazy. Madness. Madness, these robots are madness. Oh my god, but these are plants. If I recall correctly, the frogs ate plants, right? Don't wipe out the frogs are so cute. Who? Yeah, who is eating? Who? How could you wipe out these cute little things? Crazy, that's mad. Look, the frogs eat this. Carrot. Oh my god. Oh my god, how could you? In fact, they use little shovels, so the frogs are the one planting the carrots. You, frog killer, how dare? That's insane. So they want to plant the carrots on their own in their factory greenhouse without the frogs? Dude, this is messed up. That's messed up. That's crazy. This is insanity. Insanity. Is this what the Industrial Revolution is like? Technically, we're all benefiting off the system, but this sucks. Spotted where? This sucks. I don't want to wipe out the frogs. Yellow horizontal lines. There's so many yellow horizontal lines. Yellow. One window has 5? What? Oh! 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 Damn! Hey! Damn, what the? Okay. Damn! Alright. Okay. Okay, I'll just continue from here. Da, 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 da. I don't want to hear wipe out the frogs and then I hear no BGM. This makes me sad. Why is this not a cute little game where it's just like a robot petting this stuff? This is really the more we know, the more we suffer. This is The background is scaring me so much. Please, I'm so scared. I shouldn't have looked at it. I can't look at it anymore. I'm scared. All I see are the dangling legs. Oh my god. What happened to my cute little game about frogs and bubbles and little birds floating in the sky? Why is this not a cute game? Dude, this game is so underrated. I need to go around recommending this game to everybody I know. This is peak. Surely it's a mantle, I'm sure. I'm sure. Quick, I just want some robots giving some love. Oh my god, wait a dang minute. Wait a dang minute. This is their machine. Wait. This is this. This is this. They're burning their old robots. Oh my. I guess the ones lying down are the dead robots. The normal battery ones, then they get refreshed, which is a very nice way to put it. Like, you know, haha, let's just go for a quick refresh, you know, get ourselves in a better mind space. But actually they just rip you apart and recycle your parts, I guess. Oh, what the, this is snow. Okay, there's two more little differences. I'll go anti-clockwise because if we keep going the same way, sometimes we don't see hidden things, right? So we'll go a different way and see if we spot anything new. I don't like this place. I don't like this place a lot. I'm drinking the remaining of my Teping Siew Dai, which has increased in quantity because the ice is melted. So therefore I have more Teping Siew Dai. So it's a win-win. It's just a little bit more Siew Dai. The differences are, yeah, exactly. I think so. I think this level is just a little bit hard to wrap my head around because there's so many things going on and all very similar looking things. But I mean, that's a factory for you, right? Because they're all robots making similar parts. So it's capturing the vibe of the place very well. It's all about the vibe. It's all about the vibe. And this place is giving me a bad vibe. It's giving me the gajibos. Keep looking for tiny dot differences? Yeah, me too. I don't want to look at this pot, man. I don't want to look. I'm looking away. I'm not gonna find. I'm not gonna go spot that unless the clue tells me to go there. Nah, man. Nah. I can't do that. I'm gonna tell you, one of these cables are gonna have like an extra white color one, and there's gonna be a difference. I'm pretty sure. There's only two more differences. We're lost on this one? Yeah. Okay, if we keep looking around, I'm sure we'll spot something. Eventually. One day, eventually, You should, oh my god, wait, Pliny, later I'll give you I'll show you where we got stuck at. It was crazy. The one that took me like 15 minutes to find just one single difference. I used the clue. I had to use a hint like 3-4 times and I still could not find this. It was in the same area. It was crazy. No, in fact, I'll show you the level right now. Hold on. Sure you can try to find it? No, I don't think you can restart the level. Unless maybe you can, but I don't think you can. Look at this! Absolutely crazy, crazy stage. What the? This was so freaking hard to see! It was a crazy stage. But yeah. It took that one took a while. It took a very long while. We were kind of stuck. I can't help but notice that the last one is gold. And I'm very curious about what happened at the end that everybody turned to gold. Eh? Eh, we're here, right? Okay. Oh my god, it's past 12. Okay, this may or may not be the last level. Maybe after this we'll just do one more and then we'll call it a day. I'm a little bit hyped up because of our breakthrough. But we still gotta sleep. Sleep is a thing. Can't wait till I win Toto so that I can retire and play games like these all day. What do you actually mean? Like, what am I even looking at? Yeah, we had our I understand it now moment. Exactly. Like, I have to be right. Then everything makes sense. And the page numbers, oh my god, the page numbers was so big brain. Counting the 53 was like a kabam moment, even though I didn't realize that it actually said 53 properly, but I was a kabam moment. I was like, whoa, boom, my brain went boom. Check the number of lines in the background. Peeking, looking at the dots. Are you any different, little dots? It's like I must be correct now. I just need to prove that I am correct. Eventually. when we find it. I need to prove that we are correct. Could it be a size difference? I think so. Could be. It could be. I'm looking at things quite carefully. But I can't really zoom in anymore. Okay. Well, if we can't find it while zoomed in, then we gotta zoom back out. Okay, so if we zoom back out, I think we can see more of the behind. Is there anything in the behind on the left that you see? Oh, aha! Look, there's a light bulb. Okay. Yes, if it's not a zoom in, it is a zoom out. Yes, correct. Okay. Ooh. I think I'm blocking. Perhaps I could be blocking this area a little bit. Perhaps. Spotted what? Oh, was I not blocking? Claim bottom right. No! Damn it. Oh, no, it's right here, Lamau. You missed it, man. Hi, Regis. I am in the circle. What did I miss? Yeah, that was obvious. What did I miss? There's a chance you just troll. Oh. Look at this! Dude, this is them. This is their factory to make all the robots, and we're just one of these. We're one of the plebs. We're one out of the thousands and thousands of robots that are being built here every day. We're just normies. Spotted where? Like, there's a lot of things that could be spotted here. Oh, hey. Yellow spot in the background. What the? We're looking at very different things. We're looking at very different things. Damn. Oh, this? Damn. Okay. Nice spot. I'm looking at the rows and rows of robots for deformity. There's rows and rows of robots. I'll wait until we're zoomed in because there's too many rows of robots. Wait, spotted. No, there's a thing here. There's one empty. Oh no, there's empty rows everywhere. Okay. Junami, hello. How are we doing? Good morning. I will hydrate. Thank you very much. Dude, this is so hot to spot. Thank you. My taping siu dai. There's a few sips left. The one under there. Where? Spotted where? Top right. Oh, yep. This one's quite obvious. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. You're supposed to say underwear. Oh, sorry. Underwear. Okay. Under the sea. I am looking once again for a piece of paper. I'm looking for a piece of paper. I'm once again requesting for some paper. Okay. We've zoomed out quite a bit. Okay, we're gonna start zooming in now. And zooming in kind of implies that this whole section, there's definitely more. Oh, paper! Paper spotted! Eh. Ah, sussy liquid. Love that. Love this suspicious little lamp. Full of probably toxic waste. I'm very good at finding paper. I have my sights set on the prize. And that means, like, if there's a hint of white anywhere, my eyes are like, paper? Are you perhaps paper? You know? T-E-U. Why are you bringing in such weirder and weirder letters? Okay, so the top line says
Les purificateurs doivent rester effectifs.
Les purificateurs doivent rester effectifs.
The purifiers must remain effective.
Okay, the purifiers must remain effective. Wow, I guess they toxified the whole place with their stupid factory, and now there's toxic air back on this planet. Okay. Humans, man. And the last row says
Bloquer la charge des batteries pour éviter les explosions.
bloquer les charges des batteries pour something les explosions.
Block the battery charging to prevent explosions.
Oh. Block. Okay. Block the battery charging to prevent explosions, but so that the purifiers must remain active. So yeah, I guess don't overcharge. That's making me want to find a battery and see if we see a plus and minus, I'm gonna triple click the plus. Because that's literally what they're telling me to do. They put an arrow right here. I'm gonna plus and see if anything happens. Can we blow up something? Wait, no, this is not that kind of game. This is a friendly game. This is a nice chill friendly game, right? Right? Game? We're nice and friendly. Ah yes, press exactly. Press plus 100 times exactly. That must be the secret. The things that I will do for the robot, for the rocket to appear. All the things I would do if I had a little money. Oh, what the? This is so obvious. Dudes, we're blind. We're blind. Okay. Blind. I'm hyper focusing on the small details. I don't notice the big ones anymore. Yeah, exactly. I'm looking in the obscure places. I can't see all these obvious shit in the foreground. I'm busy looking at the length of each wire, you know? It's not the size of it's not the size of the wire, it's the length of the wire. Longer wires can reach more places, you know? That's why my phone wire is like 3 meters. So that it goes from the side of my wall all the way to the bed. Even when I roll around the bed, the wire is still there, so that's good. And then it becomes a mess to clean it up after, but it's okay. Using a wire phone? No, like for like charger. No, like to charge my phone. Like the charging wire. No, not a house telephone. I don't use a house landline that's wired and then I roll around with it in bed. That's very funny. That's how we used to do it. I mean, yeah, back in the day. Back in the day. Back in the day, imagine a 3 meter long landline. Back in my days. That's what we used to do, but not anymore. Now you kids have tiny little phones. Kind of feel that one of these lines are gonna trip me up. One of these lines are darn gonna trip me up. Maybe. Yeah, 想当年我小时候 Aha! This dude has a little extra blade, a little mohawk. Hey. Wait. There we go. You're not allowed to express your individuality. You are just a robot. Terrible. If we can ruin one robot's love, we can ruin your hairstyle, okay? Take it away. Do you remember the times when storms result in blackouts and will light up candles to see? Damn! I mean, storms could still black out your house now. If you're unlucky. This is giving me a proper... Perhaps it is a size difference. There's something here? Here? I looked through this area. What is it? What is it? The robots are starting to look like a row of showgirls facing their asses towards us, and they're tilting their heads back and looking back, going like, hey! That's how you know it's time for Clay to go to bed. I don't know what I'm talking about. Are you okay? No. Legs? What legs? Robot legs? Robot legs? Middle? Where? Where? Claw robot, uh-huh. The wheel. The wheel? Look at his legs. Oh! Oh, I see. Damn. Damn. One dude got it smooth. These are shoes that would trip you up because they have no grip. Time to change your shoes. Damn, nice. Nicely done. I'm telling you, it's definitely somewhere here just because there's so many things going on here. Where are you? I'm trying to look at the extreme perspectives. I feel like we got debated by the background so hard that now I keep looking at the background at extreme angles, and then I'm just, because of that, I'm missing all the things in the small ground. Small ground? What the? I mean, the foreground? Just because I keep staring at the background? It's gotta be the chains. I don't know. I don't know. See, that's the problem. The other stage, there were so many chains that I just... I don't know, these chains look pretty damn normal to me. Kind of. Unless one is slightly longer than the other. What? 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 What did I find? I was moving my page. What did we find? What? What? What's the last difference? I was just moving around. I clicked it by accident. Huh? Stop clicking and finding stuff you don't see, but I have to click to move. I have to click to move around. That's not my fault. What? Okay. That was weird. GG easy, huh? Oh, dude. This was the third time. Was it the third time? But anyways, that was the last stage. That's kind of a lame ending, but I don't want to go for one more just in case. Just in case we get tempted to play too long. So that is stream for today, and that was Broken Lens. We didn't finish the biome. Huh. But we made a huge breakthrough in the puzzles. I cannot begin to express how excited I am with all this puzzle solving. It makes me so happy. I feel so big brain. I feel like we are big brain. We are Gonzalez. Matt. We're T-Rex brain size. We're so smart. But yes, that was Broken Lens for today. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Puzzling is really fun. It is so fun. We need to find more games like this. And you know what? Now that I think we have let Fef know that there's actually more to this game than just spot the difference, he's gonna go play it again. So that makes me happy because then I get to watch people play it. So anyways, that was Broken Lens for today. I'm going to save this. We gotta make sure we copy and save our discovery and post it into the Discord, as always, so that we have this saved for next stream. Yes. Oh no! I used the color black and it's off the screen, so now I can't see it in Discord. Okay, wait, I can, but it's just very black. Never mind. Hopefully next time we'll be there on time. I will try to give you a heads up on when we're gonna be playing this again. Probably one of the weekdays, but we will see. But yes, I'm going right into my ending screen. And let's see who's online and available to raid. I see John is still online. Yeah, you know, it's been really long since we've raided John. I think they just finished multiplayer Monday. And it's also because he just got back from his holiday, I think. Lucky dude. I also want to go on holiday. But anyways, let me quickly set the raid out so that we can say hi and good night to our friends. This is the raid message and raid message for subs, and that was Broken Lens for today. This is actually the 5th stream of it. I think we still have in it for 1 or 2 more. Very, very great game. If we know more games like this, please feel free to drop it in our recommendations channel, because I love sneaky little cute calm games that are actually kind of weird like this, and maybe not so calm and a bit not really disgusting, a bit dark in the background. That's fun. So I really like this kind of games where it looks amazingly cute. I mean, we can even play it with Jojo, which is who's a little kid, and play like spot the difference, haha, cute little frogs. And when you try to translate, you realize they're saying kill all the frogs. That's some messed up shit. We love that kind of shit. So anyways, have a good rest of the week. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for watching. Say hi to John, and we'll see you guys next stream. Good night. Bye. Bye.